Memory verse is taken from Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Bible reading 1 Samuel chapter 13 verses 7 to 14. And some of the Hebrews went over Jordan to the land of Gad and Gilead. As for Saul, he was yet in Gilgal, and all the people followed him trembling. And he tarried 7 days, according to the set time that Samuel had appointed, but Samuel came not to Gilgal, and the people were scattered from him. And Saul said, Bring hither a burnt offering to me, and peace offerings. And he offered the burnt offering. And it came to pass, that as soon as he had made an end of offering the burnt offering, behold, Samuel came, and Saul went out to meet him, that he might salute him. And Samuel said, What hast thou done? And Saul said, Because I saw that the people were scattered from me, and that thou camest not within the days appointed, and that the Philistines gathered themselves together at Michmash. Therefore said I, The Philistines will come down now upon me to Gilgal, and I have not made supplication unto the Lord. I forced myself therefore, and offered a burnt offering. And Samuel said to Saul, Thou hast done foolishly, thou hast not kept the commandment of the Lord thy God, which he commanded thee, for now would the Lord have established thy kingdom upon Israel forever. But now thy kingdom shall not continue, the Lord hath sought him a man after his own heart, and the Lord hath commanded him to be captain over his people, because thou hast not kept that which the Lord commanded thee. Message. There is always something we desire, and sometimes we have to wait a little before we get it. A secondary school student is waiting to graduate, then gain admission to a higher institution of learning, get a job and so on, and that is just within the family circle. In career, ministry, business, there is always something we are aspiring to get. Our attitude while waiting can seriously influence whether we will get it or not. While waiting, never stop asking. John chapter 16 verse 24 says that you should ask that your joy may be full. If your joy is not yet full, don't stop asking. I ask until my joy overflows. In Daniel chapter 10 verses 12 to 13, Daniel had been praying for a long time and God had actually sent the answer to his prayers, but the prince of Persia blocked the angel that was bringing the answer, until angel Michael came to his rescue. Daniel did not stop praying all the while that he was waiting for the answer to arrive. The second thing you must do while waiting is to remain holy. Galatians chapter 6 verse 9 says, And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap, if we faint not. Don't go back to the world because the answer to your prayer has not yet come. Don't look for alternatives to get your requests granted. Stay put with God. There was a particular sister in need of the fruit of the womb, for whom my wife and Elle were praying. At some point, she became weary and consulted a herbalist who did some charms for her and she got pregnant. That was over 20 years ago. Up until now, she has not delivered the baby. Anything gotten from the devil must have been traded for something more precious than what he appeared to have given. I have noticed from my little walk with God that when he delays a miracle, it is because the glory that is coming with it will be great. Elizabeth and Zechariah had to wait until 6 months before Jesus was to be born because their first child John, the Baptist, was to be the greatest of all the prophets. Your miracle is coming with great glory. Don't miss it by looking for alternatives to Christ. Prayer point. Father, give me the grace to wait patiently for my miracle, in the mighty name of Jesus.